Good evening. It's Peter from the Music Room again. 2 videos in 2 days. Wow. I'm doing this on the back of, in response to Rachel's Ghost, who's set up a Beatles vinyl tag for 2024. I can't resist that. I saw it by magic, so yeah, I've got to do that. It's virtually a tag made for moi, right? Purposely built for me. So so without further ado, I know that my last video was long. I'm going to try to keep this one much shorter, okay? So let's get underway. So, which Beatle record that I own the most of? And that is Sgt. Pepper. 23 copies, 17 an LP, 6 on CD, and that is like across. And I'm going to go, for example, original Australian mono, original Australian stereo, pardon the glare on the plastic. That is a Black and Silver UK, and that is a stereo, first stereo. That is an Australian single sleeve black and yellow label stereo, when the black and yellow label was a stereo label for about 5 minutes in Australia. The red vinyl, that was from 1987. A Japanese red vinyl stereo, no inserts unfortunately. That's from 1967, I believe. A US Capitol purple label stereo. It's from the mid-70s or mid to late 70s. The 1978 picture disc version, US picture disc. The 2017 remix double LP. And last but not least, the remix picture disc from the same period. Not to mention I've got the remix box set as well, and in these things, a UK box set, Australian stereo. That's actually one of the first copies that I bought in here. Australian gold box, Dutch box, a blue box, MFSL, the Beatles in mono stereo. Okay, plus CD box, the Beatles in mono CD box as well. So yes, it encompasses a fair broad thing. Oh, plus a box of Vision over here as well. So 23. Oh, and also that as well. That's the 2017 stereo remix as well. Okay, so that's Sgt. Pepper out of the way. Okay, so Beatles bootlegs. Okay, I've got a few here. Not as many people, but I've got a handful. The first one I ever bought was actually the famous Sessions album that was never issued officially, which was the precursor to Anthology. Actually, the collector's item was actually a precursor to Rarities. Okay, that was withdrawn. That's a bootleg as well. A couple of NEMS albums, Not For Sale and Dig It. Right, a lot of people probably have these in different forms. A very dodgy Korean or Taiwanese Beatle bootleg. The back sleeve notes are a joke. It sounds dodgy, and you got like 5 different fonts on the lyrics on the back, right? And even bad spelling. I think at one point, I'll give you an example. There was Compig Madonna Want to Hold Hand on here from memory. That was it's like the type fonts are like a kidnapper, like used, they used to send ransom notes with different fonts and different letters. That's what that's like. Very dodgy release, but it's quite fun. So bad it's funny. And on top of that, I've got a 10-inch From Us to You, a Parlophone rehearsal as well. curiously with a catalogue number LNW28 1F. Now I understand that there's not an I, it's a 1. That Volkswagen on the in the Abbey Road cover, that on there. It's not a 1. I was told Richard Porter, the tour guide, said that was actually a 1, not an I. So the 28, if, not an if, it's a 1. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, the last Beatle album I bought, well, like a lot of people, it's going to be that, the red and blue box set. If this hadn't come out, it would have been something else I would have shown you. But there's that there. Okay, the red and blue. Shall Beatles single or EP? No, Shall Beatles a non-UK or US Beatles album. I'm going to show a couple here. A non-UK. Okay. Firstly, speaking of the White Album, a Japanese red vinyl mono that I found. This is the 82 series. Very hard to find, especially with the Obi. I found this at the same record fair a few months back. That I found the Bob Dylan Blonde on Blonde. Actually, the same guy had it. I already had a Hard Day's Night, and I found this and a couple of others. One without the Obi. This might become a project of mine, another rabbit hole. But yeah, this one's really apparently very hard to find, but I was lucky to find that when I did. And on top of that, a Spanish version of Love Songs. I'm going to try and take that out of the cover, out of the sleeve, make it easier to see. It will still glitter a bit, but that's Canciones de Amor. That's actually a Spanish version of the US Capital Love Songs album from 1977, 78, I believe. Quite a nice, actually, got the same picture in the centre. A couple of inner sleeves. These actually celebrating. It's actually got a 20 years ago today label from memory. Let me just have a look at these. Oh yeah. Full HK 20 años. My Spanish is not very good. I couldn't read that, but that's blue label. 20 years ago today. It's got a bit of a lip there, but unfortunately. But yeah, that's a Spanish love songs album. I thought it was a bit unusual. I thought I'd show you something different and unusual. So there's that one. Put that away. Like so. Okay. Next one is Shall Beatles single or EP. I'm going to show you two because they're a pair. And this is actually quite an important one in my childhood. One of the first Beatles records we had at home growing up as a child in the 60s was that one. That is Beatles Requests. And actually it's accompanied by more requests, which is this one here. Now basically that is the Long Tall Sally EP split in half. It's actually the Long Tall Sally cover, but in green instead of white. Okay, that's got Long Tall Sally, I'll Call Your Name. That's got Slow Down, Matchbox, and they're paired with tracks from With the Beatles and Please Please Me. Yeah, and again Please Please and With the Beatles here. So these were two very important 45s in my life, and particularly this one, because it was among my first exposure to them. The first single we had in our house was actually From Me to You, which I've gotten there, which I didn't pull out, but that there is a very special one to me. It's a unique Australian one. I've actually got running numbers, there's catalogue numbers as well. So yeah, those there. I've also got another copy, which is the about 70s issues as well. Okay, an album of Beatles covers. Now I'm going to show two, because I don't have them on LP. But there's the I Am Sam soundtrack, right, which is all cover versions of Beatles songs. Features Amy Mann and Michael Penn, Sarah McLachlan, Rufus Wainwright, Eddie Vedder, the Wallflowers, Sheryl Crow's on here, Ben Folds, the Vines, the Black Crows, Heather Nova, Neil Finn with Liam Finn, Amy Mann, Nick Cave, there's a version of Let It Be. And then there's this musical called Across the Universe. quite a surreal film. It was okay. I didn't mind it. I watched it, but it wasn't really for me. But it's a whole lot of covers of, again, to a completely Beatles soundtrack. I believe Bono's on here doing "I Am the Walrus," among other people. Okay, I won't go through who sings on these things, but yeah, you got those two. I Am Sam and Across the Universe. An album of Beatles guests on. Actually, I skipped question 4. Sorry, a Beatles solo album, not from my Beatle. It's debatable who my favourite Beatle is. You know, I think Johnny's my favourite, but I mean, it could be Paul. I saw Paul recently in concert, you know. But Walking Bridges is my favourite John Lennon solo album as well. It's an Australian press, an original 1975. It's got opening flaps on the cover. I won't pull it out, but it's because it's similar to probably the UK and the US versions as well. So nothing you wouldn't have seen before. But that's the Australian press of Walking Bridges, and my favourite Lennon album. Okay. So leaping back ahead to question number 8, an album that a Beatle guest on played on. This is the Jeff Healey Band, and there's a number of covers on here, but notably While My Guitar Gently Weeps, and George Harrison actually plays on this. He sings and plays acoustic guitar. All right, so rather an understated backing performance from him. So, but yeah, he plays on this album, on this only the one track. So yeah, George Harrison on that Jeff Healey album. And that's Wanda barking in the background. That's something. Soul Beatles non-LP item. Now, in the background, you can probably see a cabinet. I will show you all this stuff here. And there are some books and everything. Now I'll give you a close-up of an item here. A Beatle watch. Now, unfortunately, the watch isn't working. It's pretty new battery. It was working when I bought it. I found this Apple card from a t-shirt. I thought I'd throw it on that. I found a box that sits in my cabinet. So that's actually a Beatles watch that I found on Facebook Marketplace. I think I paid $50 for it. It's quite nice. I've been pretty good at working sometime. Okay. That noise you can probably get back. That's how I just put people talking. I'm not sure who they are. Right. Number 10, your favourite Giles Martin remix album. Yeah, I'm going to go with Abbey Road, just by virtue of the fact that it is my favourite album. It's really a nice remix. I love the 5.1 surround in this thing as well. Quite beautiful. I don't have Dolby Atmos set up, but Dolby Digital I do have. So yeah, that's quite nice. Great set. And this is the CD version. I also got it on LP as well. Got the LP version as well. So there's that and that. So yeah, those two there. Okay. And lastly, the bonus question. A shout out to Beatles channels that I think you should see. I'm going to shout out to one, but it's actually a few that I do watch that are also kind of friends of mine in a way. Beatles channel. I know that Rachel's Ghost mentioned him. There's also a guy named Elliot Roberts, an Australian guy who does some very informative deep dives in the Beatles stuff, particularly the solo material. He does LP album rankings, very thorough in the way he does things. He's done the Beatles movies. He's done a whole lot of great things on his channel. Elliot Roberts, really great channel there. Bentley Tone from the UK, another channel, great Beatles channel. Parlogram Auctions, Andrew Parlogram Auctions, which is a really great channel. It actually does a really informative deep dive into all things Beatles just along the way. Plus he also does, they're actually an auction house, but he also does unboxings of other things that have come into their hands. But Andrew at Parlogram Auctions is very, very, very thorough and very good. And Andrew Dixon. another one I'll mention as well. It's actually quite a good channel as well. Okay, so anyway, that's it for me. My Beatles vinyl tag 2024. Thank you, Rachel's Ghost, for setting this up and allowing us the opportunity. Thank you, Maggie. Maggie was the first one I saw. Okay, so that actually was inspiration. Okay, so I'll leave the tool, guys. Thank you very much, and I love your faces. You've got. Thank you very much. You've got a lucky face. That's what I meant to say. Bye, guys and girls and everybody else. Bye.